This was the frontier, a desolate landscape where empires clashed. The soldier of the dragon throne.
The nomadic warriors advanced across the plains, their sights set on the Great Wall, a symbol of the empire they sought to conquer.
As the trumpet sounded, the defenders of the Great Wall stood ready. This was the front line of the empire's defense.
The initial clash was brutal. The nomadic warriors charged the battlements, met by the disciplined forces of the Chinese Empire.
The sheer volume of the barrage was designed to break the defenders' will. As the arrows struck the stone,
the spear counter was executed with precision. The Chinese soldiers held the line, successfully repelling the nomadic.
The assault on the wall was relentless. Wave after wave of nomadic warriors sought to exploit any weakening. The siege of the northern wall was relentless. The nomadic tribes pressed their attack with unprecedented ferocity. The siege of the Great Wall was notoriously difficult. A collapsing ladder meant certain death or injury for the warriors attempting to scale it. Defeat hung heavy in the air as the warriors fled. The plains offered no sanctuary, only the sting of retreat. With the red flag secured atop the Great Wall, the victory was absolute. The long struggle had finally come to an end.
The cost of the wall was immense. Both the imperial soldiers and the nomadic warriors paid the ultimate price in this brutal conflict. In the shadow of the Great Wall, a temporary truce allowed for the grim task of gathering the wounded.
The wall was our only defense. Every hammer blow was a prayer that we would be ready for the next wave.
Scene 16. Another nomadic horde appears, bringing with them the promise of conquest and the thunder of 1,000 horses.
Scene 17. The arrival of these reinforcements marked a turning point in the defense of the Great Wall.
As the battering rams struck the gate, the defenders knew retreat was not an option. This stone pass was. Though the nomads attacked fiercely, the gate of the Great Wall held strong, a testament to the soldiers' resolve. The strategic flanking maneuver allowed the nomadic warriors to bypass the main defenses, proving the wall was not impenetrable.
Hold the flank! Do not yield ground! Break through their lines! Move forward!
The flank was exposed, and the nomadic warriors pressed the advantage. The cost was immense. Few survived the initial charge.
Forward, men! To victory! Show them the fury of the plains! The nomadic warriors launched their renewed assault, relentless in their determination to breach the Great Wall.
The clash on the Great Wall was brutal. Hand to hand, the nomadic warrior met the seasoned Chinese soldier. The defenders of the Great Wall mounted a fierce resistance, pushing the nomadic invaders back from the battlements. From the ramparts of the Great Wall, the defenders initiated the devastating rockfall, a grim harvest for the invaders below.
The Crimson Banner falls, a symbolic end to the siege. The Great Wall endures, secured by the Emperor's finest.
This was not the first retreat, nor would it be the last. But the cost weighed heavily on the hearts of the warriors. Even during the longest campaigns, the soldiers found brief moments of respite atop the Great Wall.
The damage here is significant. It looks intentional.
We must secure the area and begin repairs at once.
From the shadows of the horizon, a new threat emerged. A horde unlike any they had faced before. The Great Wall, a symbol of defiance, now the last line of defense against the northern hordes. For centuries, the Great Wall stood as a symbol of defiance. Now, the nomadic horde
They called it the Arrow Storm. We had never witnessed such ferocity attacks.
This defensive maneuver, honed over centuries, required absolute discipline and coordination.
Forward! Climb the ladders! Push them back!
The nomadic tribes attacked, but the defenders responded with force. The ladders were pushed back, and the Great Wall remained secure.
The archers faced their ultimate test atop the Great Wall. In this deadly exchange, precision was the only path to survival.
The warrior's arrow found its mark. A lucky shot by any measure.
The pain is significant. We must retreat.
This highly organized defensive formation was key to the wall's strategic importance.
Hold the line! Ready spears! Hold the line! Do not let them through! Push forward! Break their ranks!
The clash was brutal. For the Han Dynasty soldier, defending the wall meant holding the line against the relentless northern tribes.
Hold the parapet! Do not yield ground! Over the wall!
And with the arrival of fresh troops, the tide finally turned. The Chinese successfully repelled the Nomadic Invasion at this crucial point on the Great Wall.
The siege had failed. With their spirits broken, the warriors could only watch as the Great Wall stood unconquered.
This was the defining moment. The soldiers of the Great Wall Commandery knew meant the collapse.
The warriors, once proud, were forced to flee across the plains, their forces shattered by the sudden assault.
The cheers echoed across the battlements. This victory marked a turning point in the defense of the realm. Victory came at a steep price. Here, upon the very stones of the Great Wall, lay the true cost of the Empire's defense.
Victory offered little comfort on this somber day. The cost of the endless wars was measured not just in territory.
Despite the immense challenge, the soldiers remained resolute. Hammering day and night, they rebuilt the wall stone.
The soldiers tasked with guarding the wall maintained a constant, vigilant watch.
For centuries, this wall has stood as a symbol of our enduring legacy, a testament to the strength of the Chinese people.
The Great Wall stands as a testament to human resilience.
But at what cost?
Subscribe to Stickfight XX to learn more. The clash between the disciplined soldier and the rugged warrior shaped the course of history in this region.